So just coming back to what you mentioned earlier about using metaphor, I'm wondering if you can say more about, maybe more specifically, how does metaphor work when we're helping women to heal from disordered eating?
Well, what metaphor is using one thing to try to describe something else. And so the way I see the eating disorders is oftentimes what is already going on is the individual is using food or eating behaviors to describe something else, so that they're typically speaking in the language of metaphor, which is the language of our dreams and our stories and our poetry and our songs. So we use metaphor to describe things that are difficult to understand in other ways. And so the way metaphor works in the brain is actually you're using a different side of your brain. So when you learn the language of metaphor and you start looking through that lens, you're using more of the right side of your brain, which is where you can find connections between things that don't appear to be connected. And when someone's struggling with an eating disorder, they don't see the connection between what's going on with them in food and what's going on in the rest of their lives, or what's going on with their thoughts or their memories or their feelings. And so metaphor helps to make those connections come into awareness. And the cool thing about metaphor is that it operates at several different levels. So Carl Jung talks about how metaphor, it works at the mental realm and the emotional realm and the imaginative realm. And in the imaginative realm, that's where the healing function lies, according to him. But for me, what's so exciting about working with metaphor is that it operates on these three realms simultaneously. And according to Jung, this is what allows the connections to be made in the psyche more immediate. So it can happen like that.
Yeah, it sounds like embodied learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.